Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 8th, and we are just going to jump right in with this week's tarot casting. I'm using the Lotus and Filagree casting board. These are made here in-house with our engraver, and there's a lot of different spread options on it, and I'm using what I call my daily mixture, which is just, you'll see. So let's just shuffle these portals. And we have the whale. Whenever I see the whale, the first thing that comes to mind is like deep ancestral knowledge. What connects us with the giants of the earth? What connects us with our depths? You know, they're something to behold. Okay, and then I am using the Felt Tarot for our center card energy. This is our focus for the week. We have the Magician. And we have that last week too. I think it was one of the supporting cards. So this week we are being called to use the tools maybe that we were learning about. You know, we are being called to take our tricks and bring them out into the world. And also with that whale, it could be asking us about, how does it connect us to who we know we are in our soul? How does it connect us to our roots? Like, what is it that you're passionate about? What is your trade? What is your, where do you shine? When you enter a room, where does people stop and want to look at you and talk about? Like, that is what connects you to your roots, Let's see. And we've got the Nine of Pentacles. These are the Sawyer's Path Tarot tiles. And Empress. Hanged One. And Death. Sawyer's Path was my first tarot deck that I ever did. So it has some deep connection roots. I love that right here in the bag there's the Magician as well. So let's see. I'm just going to put out the Lenormand too. It's easier for me with this spread to just have everything out. That way I can talk it through. What brought us? Anchor. Rider. Letter. Clover. And one more. Dog. There's Barney. Okay. So let's jump back into this, right? So we've got that Magician as our focal point, that core energy. It is telling us that this is about us this week, right? It's about our magic, our tools, our things that we show up in this world that we really want to lay out on the table in order to make ourselves happy, make those around us inspired. Just think about like what it is, again, that is the thing that you're the best at, right? That is what connects you to who you are and who you are in your soul. What has brought you to this is, this feeling of not wanting to be stuck where you are, even though it might be comfortable. And that anchor is telling me too that this could maybe be a career that you've been in for a while, and while it provides, maybe there's something more. Maybe that's the thing that you're feeling like. Maybe you're feeling like I'm bigger than this. There's something more. Sure, this is really good for now, and that's okay. And you can stay here in this point of pondering because you are rooted and it's something that is stable. But it doesn't, because of that stability, you are able to explore these other options, right? And so going forward, you're thinking about maybe there's some news on the horizon of something a part of you that must go away in order for you to really reap that abundance, in order for you to really see what's out there in the whole world. And maybe for you to bring your gifts to the world, as if this is like your message of being like, maybe this is about the hobbies that you have that could turn into something more if you'll allow that part of you that is telling you no to just fade away. Like death tells us it's only the beginning, right? Like it's not that, it's just a big change that needs to happen. And again, with the whale energy kind of overarching and weaving in and out, we've got that knowing that this is from our depth. This is this message from something vast. The undercurrent is saying, be aware of these notes of opportunity, and they're going to come from somebody who you're connected with. Maybe there's this opportunity that you've been waiting. It could be a promotion, but you're really going to have to put your tools out there. You're going to have to dazzle some people. Maybe you have this job interview that you're looking for, and a part of you is saying, yeah, this is what you've been waiting for. This is the message. But parts of what have kept you so comfortable and maybe even stuck a little have to die in order for you to really move on. Gonna do some charms. So I was gifted a bunch of charms, not all of these, but a lot of these from a fellow tarot enthusiast. Thank you, Juno, for contributing to our casting readings. And these are going to give us some guide points. And when I do charm casting, I basically just go like this, and I let whatever feels like needs to be in my fingertips, that's the one, And so the first one we have is, where's that? Oh, it's a bicycle, and then there's two people on the bike. So this could really be talking about this message that's coming, is your friend is your in, Your friend is your in. Let's see where this ride takes us. And then we've got success, money, and happiness on this little goalpost. I love it. So that's really telling me that you get to advocate for yourself. You get to show up and shine. You get to be the one to dazzle, and it's going to change the whole course of your future. You get to choose what success, happiness, and money looks like to you. And then we've got this, is that a maple leaf? It could be traveling. For some reason, when I see that, I think of Canada right away. Could also mean that maybe it's got something that has you getting out into nature, where the leaves fall, change of the seasons. And then, what is this? I guess that's an ant. Yeah, so this ant. And so that's kind of with that same theme of you're going to have to put in some work. You're going to have to show up, advocate for yourself, really show them what you are capable of in order to take what you already have with you. Like, you are good, you're good at showing up, you're good at, the stability is just something that precedes you. Your ability to stick in there and really make things flourish, and going forward, you're going to help change the landscape of whatever opportunity it is that you're facing. because you're just simply your you-ness, right? And then just go out and grab it, go take it. So I know I say it every week. Sometimes I feel like I'm rambling. Whatever parts of this that really resonate, they were meant for you. If not, that's totally okay. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will be here next week with another tarot casting. Be sure to like and subscribe, and let me know. Talk to you later. Bye.